What up?
That'll work.
All right, so I'm going to react to Bill Burr, How to Raise a Kid. Sorry if I don't laugh according to how everybody thinks I should laugh. I'm just going to be me and whatever. Go.
Work on it. I hate having a temper. You know, I don't know if it's hereditary. I don't know if it's part of the country I'm from. I've always snapped. You know? My dad was like that. My dad's the greatest dude I ever met in my life. And he had a temper. Anytime anything broke in the house, 5 minutes into fixing it, he was bitching about his marriage. It was hilarious. He'd see something broke. Oh, Christ, will you look at that? God damn it, Billy, give me that fucking screwdriver. I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck I ever got married for. 13 goddamn years of this shit. Oh, you're a bitch, lady! You've been a bitch for years! Give me the pliers. Yeah, most guys would have left by now. Most guys would have left by now. That was one of his catchphrases. Most guys would have left by now, and you don't know how fucking good you got it, lady! Yeah, when I was a kid, I thought he was nuts. Then I got older, you know, started dating, and I realized, this guy's making a lot of good points. He's not expressing them in the healthiest of ways. I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of like jealous of the way my dad gets to talk to my mom sometimes. You know, where are all those old school women you can just take your day out on? You know? When did they stop making those angels? Who just knew it had nothing to do with them. They just sit there and let you blow out the lines, right? What a luxury. Right? To fail all day, you come home and download all your insecurities on this other person. How was your day? How the fuck was your day? I'm out here making decisions. Keep these kids away from me. Give me a goddamn drink. Oh, with the tears.
I'm sorry, I had to stop that. So the other day, she came home from work, and she's all in a pissy mood, you know. And I'm laying in the other bedroom just kind of watching TV. And she fucking starts just bitching at me, dude. And I was like, can you just shut the fucking door and get the fuck out, please? I'm not in the mood to listen to your shit today. Fuck you. No, okay, just please get the fuck out. I'm not listening to this shit right now. But most of the time, if you talk shit like that to her, she'll fucking bitch slap your ass. So I don't think I would do that, but that's funny shit, though. So I want to say it.
Yeah, you don't know how good you got it.
Yeah, you don't know how good you... Shit. I'd be getting my shit out the front yard. Here we go.
Then the bra-burning generation came in, right? Now you gotta sit there and listen to their stories all the time. Oh, it's the worst. You know what's the worst is when they're telling you a story and you want to listen, but just what they're talking about, you can't even retain it. So I was supposed to go out to lunch with Jennifer. I'm all ready to do that. I show up, she's there with Susan. She knows I hate Susan. I look like shit. Susan's been going to the gym. I mean, at that point, your head is like a newborn baby. You're trying to hold it up. You know? You can't. Even if you're trying to pay attention, you can't. Then you just start staring at their mouth after a while. Like, I can't believe it keeps coming out. This is fucking unbelievable. He's like, it starts fading off. You start thinking about your own life, right? Why did I take Nebraska given 28? What the fuck is wrong with me? It's an away game. All of a sudden her voice goes, it goes up, right? You're like, ah, fuck, that was a question.
What was the question again?
All right, now what do? Can't say yes, you can't say no, you gotta come with something neutral. What the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It is what it is. You put one foot in front of the other, and you know, halftime adjustments. Got nothing. No, I don't want to make my dad out like a psycho, man. My dad's the best dude I know, man. But you know, I understand him though. You know, he's like the exact opposite of me. You know, I planned out my life a little more, right? That's why I never got married. Never thought about getting married. It just looked horrific. It looked really difficult. It looked like a lot of them failed. Then if you had a kid, you have that whole weird situation, right? You got this thing that half looks like you, half looks like somebody you used to love and now want to slap the shit out of, right? Kid's coming up to the walk. You're like, son, just look to the right a little. Let me just kind of cheat. But, Dad, I want to look at you. It's brutal. My dad was the exact opposite. Fell in love, got married, just started having kids. Had 5 kids by the time he was 33. Pre-Oprah, pre-Dr. Phil, pre-chicken soup for the holy fuck. I got 5 kids. I don't even know who I am yet. The pressure of that, feeding all those kids, man, I'm telling you. Every 3-4 days, he would just snap out of nowhere, you know? Can you pass the salt? Ah, you fucking bitch, out the fucking married for this bullshit! Boom, he'd slam the door, have the car in 3rd gear by the time he got it to the end of the driveway. Bop, 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 bop. My mother would always do the exact same shit. Just lock the door behind him, turn around, look at the kids, and just be like, Man, he's just crazy. He's just a crazy person. What is wrong with him? 8 hours later, he'd show up, no apology. She'd have dinner ready. She messed it up. He'd give her a rough time. Christ, you cooked the shit out of it. I don't know.
With that being said, so, like, Stephanie will cook dinner quite frequently. She cooks dinner all the time, but she come in the room last night. She made this dinner, and it was like a fucking Parmesan chicken spaghetti noodle shit. It was good, don't get me wrong, but, like, when she walks in the room, like, she fakes you a plate, and I'm fucking sitting there eating, and she walks in the room, and she's like, is it good? I'm like, oh, my God, it's fucking amazing. Why do you got Tabasco sauce sitting over there? I like a little flavor to it. I just thought that shit was funny because he's talking about, like, your kids and shit. So my daughter, like, I come home from work the other day, and I'm laying in my room, and then fucking my daughter pops in the house. And so her and my Stephanie are talking, and I'm like, oh, God, what are they talking about? So I'm like, let me go out there and fucking socialize a little. And she's literally pissed because she said, when at work today, they had a girl that came in, one of our girls went and got lunch for everybody. And when she went to Taco Bell, I told her that I didn't want tomatoes on my soft tacos. And, like, she was like, that fucking bitch. I told that fucking bitch I didn't want no tomatoes. I was like, God damn. Really? Really? Y'all are fucking pissed about tomatoes on your fucking taco? This is fucking weird. I'm going back in my room and watching Nat Geo.
I think I'll be a good dad, though. I do. No, I analyzed it. I just finally come to the point. I want to have a kid, and I don't think it's that hard. I don't. Part of me really believes that, and the other part is I just like pissing off people with kids, Whenever you say shit like that, oh, dude, you have no idea how difficult it is. This is a great one to say. Well, I got a dog. How much dude, you can't even fucking compare it to a dog. Yeah, I can. I just did, and I'll do it again. Mine's got 4 legs. Yours only has 2. Go ahead. Yours bites someone and gets a timeout. Mine gets put down. Stakes are raised. No, I think I know. I think I know how to raise a kid. You know what it is? You just play catch with them. I think that's the big deal, man. That's how you raise a kid. You play catch with them. You just talk about life. You distract them by throwing the ball. They don't even notice. You're filling their heads up with your theories. Right? You don't do it the old school way, the way your parents used to. Sit down across from you. You want to tell me about your day? Did anybody offer you any drugs? You learning about sex? You're like, dude, you're fucking freaking me out.
My mom was so
trying to eat a Pop-Tart here, right?
God damn.
No, you just take in the back. You play catch with them. That's it. You talk about life, right? What's that, son? We're not going to church today. Fuck that. It's all a bunch of bullshit. God's everywhere, but I got to go down there to see him? Really? And he's mad at me down there and I owe you money? Go fuck yourself. Right, that's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's in here. All right?
Amen,
it's not down,
brother.
It's in here. They try to take it. It's in here. You do something good, you feel good. You do something bad, you feel bad, Unless you're like a sociopath and you don't feel shit. Unless you got somebody duct taped upside down in your apartment, And if you do something like that, I want you to feel like you can come to me, Yeah, come to me, confess all of that. We'll go down to the precinct. We'll tell them everything. Yeah, I'm going to turn you in. This isn't fucking Dexter. What are you mind? There's some feel-good serial killer walking around. He only kills the bad people. Listen, I know your mother and I, we've been arguing a lot lately, all right? But I know, you know I love her. I love her to death, okay? It's weird. I love her to death, but when I watch her eat toast, I just want to choke her. I don't know what it is. It's the routine, right? Left, then the middle. Just why don't you just fold it in half and fucking eat it? You know what I mean? It's unreal. You know? That's when you know you met the right one. When you want to slap the shit out of him, but you don't. You know? You want to leave, but you don't. There's something about him you just can't fucking leave. Right? So don't settle down till you meet one like that. That's when you know. Till then, put a condom on, just bang as many as you can so you don't have a midlife crisis. That's what you do. Don't tell your mother I'm telling you any of this shit either. Yeah. That's my game plan. I do have a dog. That doesn't count for anything. I've never understood that. I love my dog, but I've learned a lot being a dog owner, man. Any dog's a good dog unless you're a psycho. I got a pit bull. It's still a great dog unless you're a fucking psycho. And evidently, I'm a...
That's how they get you.
That's how they always get you.
Make you click the next video.
Make you click the next video, motherfucker. Anyways.
It's a Game of Thrones strategy right there.
Hell yeah. Well, you got to watch the next part. To be continued. Anyways. Yeah, that's just crazy, dude. That's so fucking real. You're like, God damn. She was just like, sometimes she'll start talking shit, and I'm like, in my brain, I'm thinking, I want to fucking just punch her right in the goddamn fucking throat right now. Oh my God, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I chose this video as the first video because it's going to be our religion week.
I'm down for religion week.
Or maybe we can do Faith Fridays and drop like a video about religion every Friday, just talking. But whatever, I just like the whole God's everywhere, but I got to go down there to see him, and you're mad at me, and I owe you money.
That shit was funny right there. No, 10%, bro. Speaking of that, I'm not going to say any names. I'll wrap this video up, but not say any names, but there was actually a church that I had some friends of mine, because I grew up in the church my whole life. We'll get into that more since we're doing religious week, or religious videos. Basically, in order to be a member of that church, they required you to bring in documentation of the last 2 years of your Internal Revenue Service tax returns. What? I'm not even bullshitting. So basically, when you tithe to the church, you're supposed to tithe 10%. So they want to. It's fucking weird, bro.
They want proof.
They want proof that you're giving 10% of the fucking your annual income. It's fucking weird. Anyways,
we share the same job. I was doing a job at a church once. In the hood. It was over off of Lancaster and Fort Worth. It's like where all the homeless people are.
Yeah. I'm trying to take my kids so they can fucking say, really? You don't like working, motherfucker?
Yeah. It's kind of crazy that they all conjugate in like one area. But it was like past that little section of Lancaster and to the left, big church. There's probably like 4 buildings, but it's kind of run down. It's a big church, but it's in the hood. It's not doing well.
I wonder why.
Pastor Jaguar.
Of course.
I was like, what? It's crazy to me.
You think that's crazy? When I was doing construction, I did. Let's see. We went. I was going to tell you. It's called IBOC. It's over there, and I think close to Dallas. It's called Inspiring Body of Christ Church. So we're doing canopies on the outside for cars to pull up underneath. Steel frame canopies. And when I walk into this church, I shit you not, bro. You know the show, I don't know what it's called. It's on...
To Catch a Predator?
Yes. No. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen with Dayline NBC. No. So this church there's a fucking show on TV that's got these people that do these big badass aquariums. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know the fucking name of it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But anyways, I swear to God, I walk into this church, it's fucking massive. The whole outside, so you walk inside the lobby, and then when you go through the lobby, then you get to the auditorium. But the auditorium is literally surrounded, and I'm not kidding you, surrounded 20 feet high all the way around 360 degrees with a saltwater aquarium. The entryways, there's 4 entryways, but in every beginning of the entrance, you walk into the lobby and there's another giant tank in every walk-in entry as well. But this motherfucker was like $3-4 million.
That's nice.
Well, it is nice, but what I'm saying is like, so we went outside one day and there's this waterfall thing, big badass waterfall. And I walk up to it and I notice there's these little clear glass steps that go from the beginning to the center. And I said, because there was a couple people out there, and I said, what is that for? And they said, well, because sometimes the pastor, he comes out and he preaches and he basically it's like he's walking on water. I mean, he does that to like he's walking on water. But I'm not shitting. 4, 5, 6 days straight, we were doing this job, and every day, because they were still building this thing, but every day he would roll up, and him and his wife would come in, and they'd bring members of the church to come in, and he's rolling up in a fucking $80,000 Benz. His wife's pulling up in a Hummer. But I'm not kidding. Every day it was a different car, and these cars were $80,000 a piece, $60,000 to $80,000 a piece. It's just fucking weird to me, bro. I mean, what? And these people follow this, and you want me to just give me my 10% of my tithing? You know what? It's just crazy, bro.
We're in the wrong profession.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to let you guys know that I spoke to Jesus last night. Just kidding.
Well, is your family balling like that? I know your dad is
No.
in the game.
My dad got out of the game. My dad was a preacher. My dad had a master's in theology. He quit doing that, but he does a little bit here and there. But he was most likely retired from the insurance business.
Okay.
But he got out of the balling business. I'm just kidding. He got out of the preacher business. There wasn't no balling in there.
No?
He was just an old school preacher, man.
He wasn't charging enough, bro.
Well, of course, he was working for those churches that back then when they just didn't care. They threw you in a little crappy house and you did your job and that was it. It ain't like it used to be. He ain't no fucking Joel Osteen, I'll tell you that, or a T.D. Jakes. No.
Bill Burr talks about that a lot after that flood in Houston. And Osteen was like, I don't want you to ruin my blue carpet.
Of course. I don't want y'all in my church. No, whatever. No, get it. Y'all go away.
Crazy, bro.
All right.
That's religion nowadays.
Of course. Well, we'll get more into that because I got lots to say about my thoughts on that. All right. Anyways, Lost Knowledge Production. Appreciate it. Good to hear from y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Take it easy.